Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday to you all. It may be Tuesday by the time this comes out. I don't know yet, but happy beginning of April to you all. It is good to be back. Of course, we are jumping back on board with the TXT guys because we're not checking out just the title track, Deja Vu, which was actually quite an interesting experience for me musically. Very interesting song. But this dropped with a mini album, minisode 3, tomorrow. Now, what are these B-sides going to be like? I think there's 4 new B-sides. There's a remix of Deja Vu. We don't usually cover remixes and stuff like that, so I'll leave that off. And then there's an interlude song that's all in Morse code, which was very interesting indeed. But I've got color-coded lyric videos queued up. I cannot guarantee the accuracy of these lyric videos. I am recording this, well, I've finished inhaling a bowl of pasta, since then, but I'm recording this pretty close to when the full album released. Like, I think it was a 6 p.m. release, and it's only 9 p.m., meaning color-coded lyric videos, not every single one of them, or all the usual channels have them up yet, so we're working with what we have. I can only apologize on behalf of the original creator Shadow by Yoongi if there are any inaccuracies, but that's besides the point. We've got music to get into, so let's do just that. Intro time, here we go! I'm so glad that works now. I do keep forgetting to unmute myself though, which is slightly annoying because I've definitely re-recorded some intros today doing that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Main screen, we have the video pulled up, and over on this screen right below the webcam that you are watching this on, we have my album credits, which are also important for me because I like to give credit where credit is due. And I also want to see if there's any member involvement in it. So, here we go. Song number 1. I'll see you there tomorrow. It looks like the credits aren't divided. It's just all kind of mushed together. So, written by Louis Yankel, Uzoichi Emenike, Yeonjun, Kim In-hyun, Elisa of 153 Junbus, a very familiar name around these ends. Maze, Yi Jin, Mr. Hitman Bang himself, Hyunin Kai, Taehyun, Jonghyun, Danka, and Stella Jang. Oh, Stella Jang, very cool. Alright, I'll see you there tomorrow.
Someone like you is 세상 단 하나.
Just checking audio levels, making sure it's not blowing out your ears. They don't know, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, get a little crazy with the rhythms. It's a very easy song to listen to. It's like the rhythm is actually quite complex. There's a lot of like different rhythmic elements going on. It's like some parts are like cut in at really weird timing, but it's a really easy song to listen to. Not a whole lot that's like confusing. Vocally, it's not too in your face. It's pretty smooth. Paired with the instrumental part, that's also pretty smooth. chord sequence too is also very different from like a standard pop song. They're using some complex musical elements here. Little Vocaloid action, okay. There's a lot of vocal layers going on with this. I like that. Nice long build. What a great way to start the album. It builds the energy so right. The fact that, this album doesn't start with the title track, Deja Vu. This is track number 1 on the album, not just track number 1 on the album listen. And I think this sets the tone really well, because it's got the kind of musical intricacies that Deja Vu had, where it's like, musically, it kind of gets my brain ticking in a way. The song's got a really good vibe to it. It's one that you can just kind of move along to really subtly and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience. And it's got a little bit of the electronic elements to it. It's got the smoothness of it. It's got the pluckiness to it. And honestly, for an album opener, I think it's really good, because it's, in terms of power, it's pretty neutral. It's not way in your face, but it's not like ballady soft either. And we definitely get a little bit of like different textural elements going on through the song, like in natural vocals. You got your Vocaloid modulated vocals. You've got kind of in between. You get solo vocals. You get some harmonies thrown in there. And it's got a lot of stuff going on for it. Right, the Morse code interlude. Now, this is only 7 seconds, but credit where credit is due. Beep 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 beep. God, this is taking me back to like 7th grade social studies. Took a field trip to like the history museum, and they had like an old World War II exhibit going on. Got to play around with I don't know what they're called, but like the machines that do the Morse code. But this translates to the word tomorrow. Very interesting. It follows up the song titled "I'll See You There Tomorrow," written by Hitman Bang and Slow Rabbit. Does that connect to the Morse code intro from Crown at all? It sounds very familiar. Like the cadence of it at the end sounded so familiar, and I can only I imagine it's almost the same cadence as the intro from Crown. I'll have to look online, see if anyone's gone and translated the Morse code from Tomorrow like properly. But here we go. Track number 4, because track number 3 is Deja Vu. I see Ellen Berg on there. I see Supreme Boy. I see Cassiopeia on here. I see Megatone score. Hitman Bang. Very nice. Okay, track number 4, Miracle, written by Slow Rabbit, Mr. Hitman Bang, James, Mr. Subin, Supreme Boy, Yeonjun, Martin, just Martin, Taehyun, Mize or Maze, Christine Bogan, Ido Najjar, Kirat Singh, Leon Palman, Sophia Brennan, Mati Wang, Nick Khan, and Hyunin Kai. We're getting lots of member credits, which is always great to see. I don't know what part of the composition, like writing process, they were a part of, because it's not separated in the information I'm reading off of, but I love member involvement in the composition process, so shout out you guys. Oh, give me some of that synth action. I am a sucker for this type of music, so this might be pretty good. Oh. Oh, it's harder than I thought it was gonna be. I love the gang vocal sections. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Give me some harmonies, guys. What does this remind me of? There's a song this reminds me of. La 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 la. What song is that? Da, 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 da. Wait, this is no. Yes, it's not over. Good. Oh, double time it on the drums. The harmony separation at the end. Oh, ooh. Okay. This might be one of my when it comes to TXT B-sides of recent times, this is up there. Like this is my type of music. This is very me-coded, and I love it. I love it very much. Yes, I do indeed. But what song is it? Da, 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 da. I'm gonna do some soul searching. Give me 2 seconds. I found it. It didn't take too long, thankfully. It's a Pentagon song called "Do or Not," and I remember why. Like, I know why that melody just sits in my head so clearly, because this was a song that like really latched onto me when I got to see them live 2 years ago. But I'm gonna play a little clip of it, so like you can understand what I'm getting at. Wait for it. Like, this "Do or Not" is a very much brighter song compared to "Miracle," but that's the line from Pentagon's "Do or Not." Then we go over to TXT. It's the same melody, it's just in a different key. Oh, I love that. Because the hook, that is the prime moment of the hook, and it's so good because it's so memorable. And the composition for it is just so me. Hold on, I want to listen to that first chorus again. I don't usually do this, but actually, you got this nice snappy beat, and the transition into the pre-chorus. It's got nice and reverby, it's long, you get the synths twinkling away, cut it. And then crank up the intensity as far as it's gone in the song. With like the electric guitar and stuff. You know, TXT managed to sneak in just a fire B-side on occasion, and like, they make good music, but their TXT have a track record with their B-sides where they just sneak one in just out of the blue, and it's just so me, and I adore it, and I love it to bits. So far, it's like, what, we've got Ghosting. Off the top of my head, I can think of Ghosting. Don't fire. Is that called No Rules, right? Miracle. Devil by the Window. Devil by the Window is one of those earworms for me that I just can never get out of my head. But Miracle, oh, it might be one of my favorite TXT B-sides they've ever done. And that's a pretty high hurdle to clear. Alright. Oh, unit songs. Very exciting indeed. Let me pull up the credits again. The Killa, parentheses, I Belong to You, track number 5. Featuring Mr. Yeonjun and Soob. Okay. Written by Tomislav Ratisek of Distinct, Yuval Haim Chain, UV, AB, Ari Penn Smith, Hitman Bang, Na Jung Ah from 153 Jumbus. Oh no, it's one of those non translated ones. Oh no. That person. My bad. Kim Bo and Hwang Yu Bin Tae and Yeonjun again. Jo Yoon Kyung, Im In Hyung. I really need to brush up on my Hangul, don't I? But another 153 Junbus member, Danke and Song Jae Kyun. Here we go. I have noticed so far this era that like even with Miracle being a pretty punchy song, this entire album is managing to sneak in power in a way that it's not like the traditional in-your-face way of adding power to a song. They managed to really sneak in the power levels without it becoming an imposing song, which I really like. Give me that harmony again, guys. Hold on. I am a sucker for some good vocal harmonies. That's some very nice vocal harmonies. The mix for the song is really interesting because there isn't really a mid-range. You get the treble of the guitar and the vocals, you get the beat, and then you get the bass. There's no really middle there. That's very cool. I think the lack of the middle section contributes to the fact that this doesn't feel like a heavy song. It's pretty light on its feet. The beat also has kind of like a dancey feel to it. That harmony gives me so much joy. Oh my goodness.
너의 일부처럼 퍼져 길들여 내 속에 앞여 이끈 나만의 together I wanna be loved
I like it. It's subtle, but it's got movement to it. It's light on its feet, but it packs a decent amount of a punch in a way you don't really expect it to. The vocals. Ooh, anytime a K-pop group throws in a really nice, pretty vocal harmony, I'm gonna be all over that. I think vocal harmonies, like proper vocal harmonies in pop music in general, is underutilized. So whenever I hear a group pull off a harmony and do it right, is always going to sit right with me. They've done the harmony right with this one. It's very nice indeed. And interestingly, the vocals never really ended up really packing a punch either. It's just very smooth, very light, but it didn't feel like it was being overpowered at any point by the instrumental track too. And still, with such a delicate song of this nature, it never really felt like it was like stagnating at all. There was plenty of movement within the song in terms of like what the sound is like, where you could figure out where the chorus was, where the verses were. But in actuality, there probably isn't a whole lot of changing. It's just they're doing enough for your ears and your brain to pick up on the fact that there's a change. I like it. And the final song of our listen party today, because track number 7 is a remix of Deja Vu, and unless it's kind of a special circumstance, we don't usually cover the remixes during album listens, but this is track number 6, Quarter Life, with the rest of the guys who weren't on the Killa, written by Jordan Shaw, Alexander Shylov, Steve Manovsky, Hitman Bang, Chester Krupa Carbone, Hwang Yubin, Taehyun, Danka LA of 153 Jumbus, Subin, and Najuna of 153 Jumbus. This has been a good album so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
누군가가 날 부르는 말 4분의 1쯤 걸어온 긴 터널
This could go in a whole number of directions. Where's it gonna go?
좋을 때는 아름다운 청춘은 지금뿐이래 힘들기만 한데 아예 나 피해라
This direction? Okay.
아예 나 피해라
The kind of walking pace.
혹시
Ooh. That third build was nice. A little rumble from the 808.
제자리를 걷는 듯이 quarter life crisis 주고 없이 던져진 삶에 끝이 모르겠는 이 길에 매일이 너무 너무하게 제자리를 걷는 듯이 quarter life crisis
Oh, you can feel the emotional value, can't you? It's like deja vu. It's the delivery. Oh! He said the thing! But it's talking about a not very happy thing in a person's life, right? The quarter life crisis. This pre-chorus, the sharp breaths, the tone getting really aggressive with the delivery. Quarter life crisis. Wow. Quarter life crisis. And I love that little like stagger step into the beat drop. Quarter life crisis. Again, It's the rawness of that, like... No, it's not over. No! No! No, it's 2.5 minutes! No! One more final chorus, please. Oh, this was going so well. Oh, no. Gentlemen, why do you have to do this? I was enjoying that too much to realize that the song was over. But what I was saying is, the vocal delivery here, you can really, again, much like in Deja Vu, you can really feel the grit and the angstiness and the emotional kind of pressure of the situation I had, and I think that's so cool. And given it's these three guys on it, in terms of like portraying just gritty emotion, I think these three guys' vocals are probably best suited for it. Not because I think like they're vocally like the strongest, it's their vocal color that really does it. Like especially Taehyun, really once he puts like the hammer down on his vocals, you can hear in his voice just that extra little roughness that gets thrown into it. Kai and Beomgyu with the same thing. I don't really have as clear of an image of Beomgyu and Subin doing that, or not Beomgyu, of Yeonjun and Subin doing it. This song choice for them, and honestly, with the Killa and having Yeonjun and Subin on it, the song choices are so good for their vocal colors. This is brilliant, though. I think something in the throat, but where's the chorus entry? Where's the chorus entry? I need to find it. It's here. It's the staggering. It doesn't come in on the one like you expect it to. There's a little stagger step, a little like side step, drop the shoulder a little bit, and then you get the big guitar hit come in. It's like, oh yes. And because there's that little stagger step, oh man, once it drops, it hits so much harder than had it dropped, when it was supposed to. Quarter Life Crisis? Or I guess it's called Quarter Life, isn't it? Not Quarter Life Crisis. Quarter Life and Miracle, top 2 songs of the album for me. It's just... Ooh. I swear I can articulate my thoughts in some way, shape, and form eventually, but just something... Hold on, let me pull it up again, because my memory is garbo. But there's just something about the way Miracle and Quarter Life just brings that extra firepower to the album. Don't get me wrong, I love how this album is structured, the way it's not too in your face. It's actually an extremely easy song to listen to, all things considered, which I like. I think... I'm trying to think of compared to past TXT albums and stuff. Like, TXT as a whole have really done just like the overall sound of an album right. Like, they've never really had a problem with how an album is structured based off their sound. But this might be one of my favorites in terms of just how easy it is to enjoy. Like the album with Sugar Rush Ride and like Tinnitus, that album was also really easy to listen to. But I feel like I haven't had as easy of a time with any TXT album as I had with Minisode 3. And that's very cool. Plus the songs are really good too. Like I mentioned earlier, songs of the album for me, Miracle and Quarter Life. If I had to choose one, I'd probably go Miracle just because it is more me-coded. But given like a very specific mental state that I want to be in, Quarter Life is spectacular, and I thoroughly enjoyed the entire album as a whole. But that is it from me today with TXT. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.